All right, it's a Friday, time for our weekly feature, Tech Base. Tonight we're looking at the gadgets to watch out for in 2019. Every January at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, manufacturers do their best to get early adopters excited about the latest and greatest TVs, phones, drones, vehicles, things like that. Samsung displaying a new 219-inch TV. LG has a TV that rolls up like a yoga mat, and voice activation is starting to replace remotes. There are walking cars and floppy phones. To look at this, here's top 5 from the 2019 CES show. We're joined by data analyst from World Wide Worx, Brian Turner. Great to have you with us, Brian.
Thank you for having me.
But before we ask for your top 5, let's look at the TV. So here's a quick look at a new Samsung TV, which is several smaller TVs clipped together, and the LG roll-up TV. All right, there you can see that latest roll-up one, and we'll try and bring you that other one that can be clipped together. It's smaller ones that comes together. Let's ask Brian, why do you love these two TVs in particular?
These two TVs, for the one that rolls up, it opens a living space and it returns the living room back to the user. So before, like, TVs are altars to living rooms. Now they can just disappear. So
it becomes a little box when the TV's not there.
Yeah.
And we'll try to bring up the other one, but just explain it in the meantime, the sort of morphing TV because of those little boxes.
So it's a bunch of panels. It'll be, here they are. It's 12 by 12 inch panels that clip together, and you can make a TV of any size. So these TVs, they just, you can make a square one or a long one or a wide one.
And you can change it.
And you can change it afterwards.
Is that revolutionary? I saw some commentary saying the TVs have been around for 90 years, so it's hard to kind of revolutionize it.
With TVs, I think this modular one is very important because when a TV breaks, you have to throw the whole thing away. With this kind of technology, if one part of your TV breaks, you can just clip it off and probably get a cheaper one. So that's the kind of technology that it enables. Do
we know what sort of price range these new funky TVs are in?
So they're not announced yet. The Samsung is just a concept. They haven't announced when it's going to come out yet, but the LG roll-up TV is going to come out in this half of the year.
Okay. And with TVs, is bigger still better? Is it still getting bigger and bigger, it seems?
Well, it seems so for now. Yeah, bigger is still better, but those clip-on TVs only go up to 72 inches before they can stop being clipped together.
Okay, so there's a limit there. And explain, people saying remotes are soon going to be redundant, looking at these voice helpers. How does it work right now?
So right now, with these new introductions at CES, we've seen a lot of voice-activated controls like Alexa, Siri's even come to the Apple TV. So there's a lot of these voice controls where we don't have to go search for a 100-button remotes. We can just tell our TV, I want to watch Netflix.
But okay, I'm stupid about this. So Google Assistant, you need to go to Google to get that up. So you need a smart TV, then you get it up, and then it helps you work your TV?
Yes, it does, and it works a lot more natural than finding a volume up or volume down button. You can just say volume up or volume down.
Okay, and that's sort of built in. They make it very easy to set that up.
Yeah, it's really easy to set up.
What is the future when it comes to televisions?
So TVs, we're going to see 8K. We're going to see a lot better connectivity, especially with Wi-Fi. Some TVs may even have 5G enabled, so that they wouldn't need to be in a connected household. They could just get TV over the internet. With voice assistants, voice assistants are a big player right now. They're going to be featuring a lot. So
soon everyone will be walking in saying, turn on, turn off, change channels, go to CNN or SABC News.
Yeah.
Were you there at CES? What is it like to be there?
I've never actually been to CES, but I've heard a lot of people say that they can't finish going through the whole expo.
Yeah, just because it's massive.
It's the largest expo, or the largest consumer electronics expo by floor space in the world.
Sure. All right, so let's move to mobile devices. They're also becoming more flexible, like yoga mats. So I think the one you like, the Royal how do you say that brand name?
Royal. Yeah.
Royal. A Flexi Pi, I think it is.
Pi, yeah.
So here you can see it's closed and then it opens out into an iPad.
So with this kind of technology, it's the same kind of technology that LG was using with the roll-up TV. It's flexible displays, and I think that's going to be quite a big player in the future. So now we can have a tablet access from our pockets. So it's quite amazing.
And you can't drop it and break it like I do several times a year.
That I can't guarantee.
Is this what people are looking for? So they still want the iPad, but they don't want a chunky iPad. They want to carry it around like a phone, and they're willing to let their phone be folded like that.
Well, that's for the market to see. As soon as these go on sale, we'll see. But I can see that they have quite an attractive price point, because you wouldn't not a price point, offering set, because you lose the need for two devices.
Yeah.
You don't need an iPad and a phone. You can just have one.
And Apple's dominance being challenged to Samsung. What are the new brands to look out for? So
for in mobile phones, it'll be Huawei, Xiaomi, and Oppo. Oppo hasn't come to the country yet, but the other two have a heavy presence in the country. Samsung, obvious competitor. And it would just be Huawei to watch.
So Oppo would be a new one coming in, and while we're there, let's quickly go through the other things. The Hyundai walking car. Let's see if we can bring that up. How does it walk? And what's so? It looks like a spaceship.
So Hyundai has made this Elevate vehicle. Its wheels come out, and it gets up to 5 feet or 1.5 meters tall. And here we can see that a gentleman in a wheelchair is being ramped onto the vehicle. So because there are stairs there, it helps with accessibility. And also we got a rocky picture here that shows with first responding in natural disasters.
Okay, so that's interesting, because it kind of looks like a Mars walker, so you can get over rocks, you can get over big gaps. I thought we were moving to flying cars, not walking cars.
Well, for now, I think this is a very specialized use car. So it's not going to be everyone's car, although it can go on the highway. It's not going to be a car for everybody, and especially by the looks, it's going to be a very weird one too.
All right, so the e-bike, let's move to that. Harley Davidson, is that something for a wider audience?
I think it's definitely a good step in the right direction for a big brand for Harley Davidson. It's a nod in the right direction for e-biking and for petrol.
What is e-biking for people who don't know?
So it's you plug in your bike to charge, and you get a certain range, like you would if you got petrol. You get a certain amount of kilometers out of it. So the same thing will show up with, but you wouldn't need petrol.
Okay, so it's basically like a hybrid bike.
It's more than a hybrid. Fully electric. Yeah.
Fully electric. And the design is this new, or is it just a general design, but it plugs in? There's been a trend of making things ugly. This is definitely not ugly, and Panasonic has also had a hand in the battery making, so it's got a lot of strong brands collaborating into it. All right, I'm glad you mentioned beauty and personal care. So we're going through your list at lightning speed because we're running out of time. Tell us about this.
So L'Oreal has come with a pH scanner. It's a sticker that you put on, it connects to an app, and it tells you your skin's pH. So this kind of application will work for those who have eczema, because eczema thrives on imbalanced pH. So the app will let you know to do something with your skin before it gets to the point where it gets irritated.
So all of this, just in finality, is this sort of fourth industrial revolution stuff? Are we there, if we speak about it like that? Are we in the midst of this revolution where your TV talks to other gadgets, etc., etc.?
We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. It's just this has to become a lot more consumer-facing and consumer-available, and the price points have to drop a lot.
Yeah, so these are prototypes launched in Las Vegas. Thank you for giving us your top 5. That was data analyst from World Wide Worx, Brian Turner.
Thanks, Francis. Very fascinating stuff there.